May then discover that they can actually play a tune that they've heard before on the bells, and that would be also considered discovery learning within the classroom. The main curricular areas in a Montessori classroom include practical life, sensorial, math, language, geography, and time. Practical life would be where the child is taking care of the environment and building their concentration skills. It also provides the children with the satisfaction of taking care of their environment and being able to be a part of that. So the classroom doesn't just belong to the teacher or the adult, it also belongs to the child because they've been someone who's partaken in keeping that up in the classroom.
Sphere, cylinder, cube.
We get assignments like for countries or cities or capitals or like oceans and lakes and rivers. And we have these flags like blue is for water, red is for cities, and green is for countries.
It shows the length around the sides and it says on the definition the length, the perimeter would go there. The perimeter hop.
They start out with what we call sandpaper letters. They trace the sandpaper letter to learn the letter sound rather than the name because this is preparation for reading and writing. The child actually will write before they read by using what we call the movable alphabet, and it's a box that contains a set of letters that they take out and they may sound out the word. Also found in a Montessori classroom will include art appreciation and basic art elements that children would cover in a classroom. We also include health within the curriculum and music. When you move into the elementary level 1 and 2 classroom, the order still continues on the shelf. So everything that started in the early childhood classrooms, you'll still see that on the shelves in the elementary level classrooms as well. Left to right movement in the classroom is foundation based in reading because you read from left to right, therefore all of the materials move from left to right.
The children here, including my son, are not watching television or automated toys powered by batteries.
Montessori tries to pull a lot of the natural materials into the classroom. For one thing, you want the child to stay very connected to nature. In our society, we seem to be pulling further and further away from that. So one of the ways that we do it is in the way that the materials are made. They're made mainly out of natural materials, so a lot of wood and materials in the classroom. Also in the science area, pulling as many artifacts as you can into the science area. Elementary level, we do a lot of pulling in of materials, and then we'll do lessons that go along with those. In the Montessori classrooms, we like to have plants in our classroom that the children can care for. We also like to provide animals for them, trying to have one from each animal kingdom, so fish, amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals.
That's the sucker fishing baby. When it grows up, it's going to be just like that.
In the Montessori classroom, the teacher uses what's called a 3-period lesson in order to give the child instruction and also to check if the child knows and understands what it is that they're working with. For example, if you were to take the sphere, the cube, and the cylinder and present to the child, one of the things that you would do when you first take out for first period would be to name to the child, this is a sphere, this is a cube, this is a cylinder. The period 2 in the lesson is to ask the child to point to the sphere, point to the cube, point to the cylinder. The 3rd period of the lesson is for you to point to the particular object, for example the sphere, and ask the child to name it. That's your checkpoint in order to find out if the child is truly understanding what's going on with the work that you're presenting to them. 3-year cycle in the Montessori classroom means that the child begins in the classroom and then they stay for a full 3 years. And if they stay through the full 3-year cycle, they actually get to become the teacher or the helper to the younger children who are coming in the classroom, so they have a chance to sit down and present lessons, which is actually a really good way for them to be able to show what they've actually learned. The upper elementary level 2 classroom, which is ages 9 to 12 or grades 4 through 6, does a lot of community service within their classroom or within their community. Montessori deals with the whole child, so not just looking at academics when the children are in the classroom, but also looking at the development of the whole child. So are they developing socially as well as academically within the classroom? In Montessori school, you're going to see children who may have conflicts during the day. We take care of those and help them work through them. That's one of the nurturing aspects of Montessori. One of the biggest things that we do with discipline